On the 26th of April 1937, Nazi Germany's Condor Legion carried out the devastating bombing of Guernica, a small Basque town with a population of 7,000 people, so it should be up here somewhere. The attack began with a single Dornier Do-17 bomber at 4:30 p.m., dropping 12 50-kilogram bombs, and escalated at 6:30 p.m. when 3 squadrons of Junkers Ju-52 aircraft heavily bombed the town for 15 minutes. Subsequent strafing runs targeted civilians fleeing along nearby roads. Casualty estimates range from at least 170 to as many as 300 civilians killed. Francisco Franco later falsely claimed that communist demolition teams were responsible for Guernica's destruction. Also in Spain, Francisco Franco issued a decree from Burgos formally approving the Roman salute as the official salute among Spanish nationalists. Already established in fascist Italy and Nazi Germany, the salute was strictly used at political rallies, while the traditional military salute remained standard among Spanish officers. The use of the Roman salute would continue until it was formally discontinued in September of 1945. All existing nationalist organizations in Spain were merged into a single party under the leadership of Franco, solidifying his control over the nationalist movement. Over in the United States, in the Hendon versus Lowry case, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that Georgia's anti-insurrection law was unconstitutional, violating the First and 14th Amendments. The decision strengthened protections for freedom of speech and freedom of assembly across all United States, U.S. states. The NBC radio program Lorenzo Jones debuted, launching an 18-season run as a comedy soap opera about an eccentric inventor and his loyal wife. Featuring Carl Svensson and Beth Gard, the 15-minute show became a late afternoon staple on the NBC network until 1955. The average temperature in Berlin was 6.8 degrees. It's getting colder and colder every day, it seems. And that's it for the facts today. So let's return to the front, where our infantry division has actually entered the battle. We have a lot of issues though. We have a commander. We can deal 100% of our damage through the armor of one enemy division. Okay. So okay, but here it says 5 divisions are dealing only 50% damage. So which one is true? It seems like this one is true. We are a bit low on supply. We are crossing a river. We have terrain penalties, so it's really no good at all, actually. But the other unit is out, so it's just the tank we're fighting. And it does seem to be losing organization slowly. So we got something going for us. We're gonna lose one of our allies very soon here. The 17A Guarnición Nacionalista. But other than that, the rest still looks good. So I think we're fine. We've got a couple days left until we get technology, and I promised that today I would take a look at all these things. I think one guy mentioned that it was like Hess, Spear, or Todd that were the best. So this gives less political power, but more civilian factory construction speed. Pretty good. This gives construction technology research speed, a construction company, military factory construction speed as well, max factories in state, more construction speed, and it does cost a lot of political power. Okay, and then Speer, what will the Speer give us? Construction speed, generally, fascism support. We get free civilian factories over in Württemberg and Rhineland. And here we can choose to get... Okay, factory output, dockyard output, design team assign cost, policy cost. Okay. And then we have this guy who gives resource gain efficiency, lack of resources penalty, local available resources, 6 steel in Hanover, infantry equipment and support artillery production costs. So far, I like this guy the most. He has a lot of construction speed. Then we have Himmler. Expand SS securities. Operative slots. Ah, here we can get another operative. Expand the Gestapo. Counterintelligence. Another operative slot. A bunch of generals. A bunch of units as well. Probably SS units. Militia organization, militia attack, militia defense. Heinrich Himmler becomes a field marshal. Then we have Goebbels. Fascism support. Party popularity stability modifier. War stability modifier. Okay. And eventually another operative slot as well. War support, boost ideology, blah blah blah. And then we have Hess or Bormann. Political power for Hess. More political power. And funds. Okay. Reich Labor Service Initiative decisions. Okay. Total control over domestic affairs. So with Rudolf Hess we will get political power, research speed, conscription, trade law cost, economy law costs. What's the difference? With Bormann we get all the same things, but we don't... It doesn't cost political power. It looks like. Yeah. That seems to be the only difference. So maybe Bormann is better? Maybe Bormann is better, but I think I'm going to go for Todt first either way, because the construction speed is just too good. Right? So, having looked at all that, I think personally that Todt is the best option to go for first. Maybe later we get Bormann and maybe Goebbels or Himmler, because we can get 3 guys, right? Yeah, it looks like we can get 3 of them. Yeah, I think those are the best ones from my first look here. What are these last 2 doing, by the way? Construction speed, production efficiency, special project speed, 2 land forts in Brandenburg, and here... Oh yeah, we can get a new Führer. Let's not do that. At least for now. Alright, I think that's long enough. See you guys tomorrow.